Hello, everyone. Let's get started with the webinar. I can see we have a lot of attendees today. Again, welcome and thank you all for joining our webinar. Today we will walk you through what INSPECT is, the value what we can deliver with INSPECT at the Screening Eagle, and also what is the latest versions and updates of INSPECT 2.0. So this is what we want to walk you through. We want to walk you through first an introduction about who we are, what we do, and then we will give you an overview over INSPECT, do a demo, and as I said, Q&A in the end. So this is the team you're going to meet today. My name is Peter Steno. I'm part of the INSPECT team based out of Europe. I have colleagues from the INSPECT team I would introduce later on, that we are both represented in APAC here in Europe and also in the Americas. So we are worldwide and are able to assist our clients wherever they are. Myself, I have a background from construction. I also worked as doing the digitalization for engineering and construction companies early on. So I have a good background for working with these kind of things, and the same with my team. We have all been in the industry and worked with the industry. Together with me today I have Ritesh. Ritesh is our senior product manager responsible for INSPECT. He will introduce himself and he will go a little bit more in detail of the product. You're more than welcome, everyone, to add us on LinkedIn, write to us, engage us in any way so we can have a dialogue about what we can do for you or what it is that we are doing. There can be many angles to it, and please feel free to add and write us and be a part of our network. So this is us. This is Screening Eagle. Just very, very short so you know who we are. We are a company who have been in the game, in the LDT game, inspection game, since 1954. So we are not an IT company and one day we are working with one industry and another industry. We are only working with the AEC industry, the architecture, engineering, and construction industry. We have been doing sensors technology, Smith-Hammer, radars, ultrasonic, and so on for many, many years. And this is the world we are coming from. But the last years, we have also worked very extensively with software. It's not anything new for us to work with software, but we have been broadening it more and more as the time goes. And the last years, we have been leading in the inspection space of software. These are some of our partners that you see here where we deliver value to. So we have a good client network all over the world. This is just some to mention, but there's also a lot of very small clients that we can work with, and so it's not only the bigger clients, the blue chip clients. I just want briefly to walk you through our inspection platform. This is where we connect all the data from our sensors to our visual inspection data, INSPECT, that you see in the middle. So INSPECT in the middle is our software platform where we do visual inspection, and all different data can be connected to it and integrated to it, so you have one single source of truth. It's simply, as I said, where all data is generated in one single platform. So INSPECT is an asset condition evaluation software with focus on structural data collection on site. There is a web version where you can structure the data, you can build your templates, you can make sure you have the right reporting. Everything can be configured in the web version. You can also do a lot of it in the mobile version, just easier to do on the web. And as I said, then the other thing, we have a mobile version where we do data capture. That can be, here you see a 2D drawing. It can be, as you see, on a 3D map. You can create that 3D map yourself. Sometimes when we come out, we don't have a 2D or 3D or anything, so we can sketch it ourselves and so on. It's also a collaboration platform. We need to incorporate our partners, the asset owner, engineer, contractor, subcontractors, and so on about the defect that is in the asset, and that can also be done. Our whole mission in what we do with INSPECT when we collect data is we want to create one-click reporting. So we're able to do reporting with one click and eliminate the time of going back with data under our arm, with pictures and sensor data and all kind of things, and then try to put everything into a Word document and PDF and send it to our client. We want to aggregate it in one single source of truth And then we want that data to be stored so it can always be found and compared the next different years. All that, Ritesh would go much deeper into details. And again, please be welcome to ask questions during the session, and we would all support you. That's it for me. Let me hand over to Ritesh.
Yep. Thank you, Peter. Yep. Welcome everyone. And I'm Ritesh, product manager for Inspect. Mostly looking after understanding the inspection workflow from the experts like you guys from the inspection industry, and trying to solve the day-to-day problems in the inspection so that can make it more productivity and then like make the quality data from the field. So today I will walk you through the Inspect overview. The people who are new to Inspect or never heard about Inspect, so they will get to know what we have in Inspect, and then like I will be also talking about what we have released during our keynote on 26th May. So that's Inspect 2.0. So I'll talk about those functionality, what we have released, and then also the overall view of the Inspect. There will be two demos. One is this is mainly towards the new functionality. So before going to that, like what's Inspect? So in a nutshell, the Inspect is a cloud connected, fully customizable, yet a multi-user software platform. This is built mainly for the inspection tech industry. As you can see on the slide, that like there is a laptop with a web, and then there's iPad. So we have two versions of it. We have the Inspect available on iPad. It's an app which is mainly for the data collection, and then we have the web version, which is more towards the data administration and then the data management, and also all the access control for your team is available on the web. So that's how Inspect is divided into two different portions. So let me walk you through to the product overview. And even before that, let's understand the inspection workflow, like what we have in mind as an inspection workflow, and then see whether the inspection, what you are doing fits in this inspection workflow or some or the other way, right? So inspection workflows, like or the day in an inspection or the day in an inspector's life, like, so if you put it like that way. So there are different stages. The first one is like a pre-inspections where as an inspector, you have to prepare certain documents, how the data needs to be collected. So maybe different inspection type have different type of data to be collected from the field. So you have to fill out those forms or print out those forms if you are doing more of a manual inspection, where you have to print out these forms and take to the inspection site, right? And also like gather your team who is working on these. So that's like we are considering as a pre-inspection. If you go to the next step, that once you have prepared the data which it requires for your field inspection, you'll go to the inspection site and start the data collection. So what our experience is like in terms of data collection is that like the collecting the photos and then the notes from the field, and then other location and other information from the field, right? That's like all main part of the inspection is like a data collection. So once the data is collected, then it comes to the post inspection stage, where you need to analyze this data, because you might have collected this photos in different mobile devices, or you have stored it on like different cloud devices. So you have to collect all this data at one place. You have to analyze it, because the data what you have collected or the data what the inspector has collected will be mostly a raw data, right? So it has to filter it out, what to be reported to the client. And so that's part of that analysis. And at the end of the day, or at the end of any inspection, the important output of this inspection is the report, which needs to be submitted either to the government agencies or to the clients, so that they can further submit to the different agencies, right? So there you have to like what our experiences is that like it's like most of the time it is the manual reporting, and then like it is getting most of the time. So during this entire workflow, what problems you have found out, not like limited to this what I am showing, but there are many different problems we have seen until now with this kind of approaches. So during different stages, the problems are different, obviously. So pre-inspection, there's like a lot of paper-based work where you have to like to prepare your forms and templates and then print it out. And this will be all like kind of, it will not have any structured data, right? When you are on the site collecting the data, there is like a lot of time the location information is missing because you are taking the photos with your phone and then not exactly where you have taken the photos, right? So that information will be lost as long as it is not the outdoor inspection where just the GPS data will help you to identify the location, right? And that the data will be always a scattered data because the data what the inspector is collecting in a different devices. The notes may be written on the hard copy paper or on the phone, the photos taken from the SLR, the cameras. So the data will be always like a scattered data. When it comes to the analyzing of this data, it will hard to visualize because the data is not at one location, it's like a scattered everywhere. And then the access to this data will be always limited. The person who is collecting the data from the inspection site, until they come back and then give all the data to the other team members, there will not be any access to the data, right? So that's how. When it comes to the reporting, it's like all manual. Generally, it's like a lot of time people are spending to prepare the reports. And then those are the main problems over here. With Inspect, we are trying to solve certain problems in these areas. And then now I will walk you through the certain functionalities of Inspect, which will help you to understand what type of problems Inspect can solve for you in this entire inspection process, from pre-inspection to the repair and reporting. So the first step during the part of pre-inspections, you have to like customize or like prepare your template. So we provide a workflow customization, which means that like on my screen, you can see on the right, there's a browser with all these fields. So this is like fully customizable input fields. So it can you can add, remove, or rename any fields what we have provided, and then there is no any limitations how much you can customize it. Like it's a full customizable form. You can also choose once you have customized it and saved it, you can also choose different for templates. So each of these defects or observation, we call it as a spot. So for each type of this, you can create like if you are doing the maintenance related inspection or you are doing the observation or different type of inspection. So you can create all these templates and save it and then use it when you're on site. So that's the advantage of this customization. And you can also update this information from the field itself. So it just required an internet connection because it's a web browser based. So as long as you can access this web browser on your iPad, you can update the information directly from the field. There are many benefits to it. One of the biggest one is like you can adapt to any workflow. So it is not restricted that the Inspect can be used for this workflow or that workflow only. Inspect can be used for any type of inspection or any asset type okay. So it helps you to collect the structured data because you have set up the template in a way you want to collect the data or the data what you wanted to collect from the field, right? So you have added your input fields as per that order. So doesn't matter who is going on the inspection site, whether it's an experienced person or a little new, the data what they will collect, it's always the structured data. It will save a lot of time also and money on recollecting the data because the way data is getting collected, it's all structured. So there are very less chances that the data is not useful after the inspection. It will have more data with a more structured way. So that's one of the advantage of workflow customization for pre-inspection process. Let's go to the next one where the inspector is now collecting the data. As I mentioned that like for any inspection, the location is the most important thing. And that's the reason for, in Inspect, we kept this location as at core, which means that like we have provided many different ways to pin your location information while collecting this data. So one of that is like 2D view. You can place the spots. The spots are nothing but a container, or like it's a structured data collection point. On the screen, you can see that all these color dots are all the spots, which holds a lot of information in terms of textual and then the videos and the photos and all your entity data. We provide many different ways to use these 2D views. Drawing, which is PDF files, can be exported from any CAD drawings. You can draw your own sketches, or you can use just photos for placing your location information in Inspect. The second is 3D view. We support all the standard CAD format, CAD softwares, whether it's the Revit or MicroStation or any other CAD software, which can produce the IFC format, and then that we can, that you can import in Inspect and use it. Not only that, it will also have all the detailed floor level information if your model contains that information. And once the model is there in Inspect, you can even clip and then measure certain objects inside it, because certain times while doing inspection, you may want to note it down what's the dimension of this object when you are inspecting. So with simple measurement tool, yeah, you can do that. The last but not the least, what we have is the map. The geomap are like mainly useful for pinning your locations when you are doing outdoor inspections, like road inspection or bridge related inspections, where you are mostly outdoor and the span of your inspection is quite long. Even you are doing the viaduct inspection or certain other inspections, right? So as you can see, like the map, because it's a map, so it will be always available on your iPad. So no matter what, whether 2D view is not or 3D view is not there, geomap will be always there for you, which you can use it for pinning your locations. So that's the way you can add your location information to the spots in Inspect. The another aspect of data collection from the field is the entity data. So this is the most powerful of Inspect, which is not available in any of the inspection software out there in the market. We have our own integration tool. The people attendee who don't know us, so we have our own non-destructive testing tools, and then those are integrated with Inspect, meaning that you can pull the data out from this entity sensors and then put it into the Inspect. This will help you to quickly view this sensor data inside Inspect itself. And the information related to this sensor data will be automatically populated in the report when you generate it from Inspect. So if you are working with 3 different tools, like as I mentioned here, GP and OS and Pandit. So 3 different measurement can be combined together into one single spot and then generate one combined report. So that's the power of strong sensor data integration in Inspect. It will improve your quality of the data, because now it's not just a visual data that, oh yeah, I have seen that like there is a corrosion, there might be a corrosion in their floor. It's not like that. You can do the measurement over there, you can analyze the rebars, and then you can attach that data into Inspect. So it will improve your data quality. It completes the analysis of visual inspection plus the specialized inspection. And the visualization of all this data is always already improved, because now it's like at one place, right? So that's advantage of it. If you go further to the third step of inspection, where you have to analyze the data, what we have provided is like a deep dynamic dashboards, as you can see on the screen. So this dashboard is like fully customizable to view different data, how you want to view the data. It also provides the asset health on the right top. Here you can see these ratings. So you can, after the inspection, you can judge your asset, how critical or how healthy the asset is, and you can provide the ratings to the asset. We have provided some standard guidelines on how you can rate the asset. So you can read through it and then decide like what's the health of the asset based on your inspection data. Right. So, and then also it through all these charts and the photos, either you can click on the photos and go deeper into view that spot, or you can directly click on this spots from the list. So that you want to see more details about it, you tap on it, and then you go inside and then browse through all the details of the spot. This will provide you an live progress of your inspection, meaning that, like as I said, Inspect is a cloud connected software. So it will help you to analyze the view that or access the data from anywhere. The inspector, when he's collecting the data from the site, manager can access the data from the office, and then they can see, okay, how the progress is going on with the inspection, and they can start making some decisions as well based on this, that yeah, okay, there are looks like it's a quite a lot of severe defects in the asset, so I'll have to trigger my maintenance workflow, which is also be doable from Inspect. And it will also provide you a structured health assessment with a quick view of the ratings what we have provided. As I said, at the end of the day, the fourth part of our inspection entire workflow is like reporting. This is the one of the most used, and this is the feature which people, which our existing customers have liked a lot, and then they adopted Inspect because of several other reasons, for the structured data collection, accessibility of the data from anywhere, the access control. But the biggest part of most of the user for most of the users is one-click report generation. What it means, like it just as simple as that one-click clicking, right? So just click on it, click on the button to generate the report, select the spot what you want to get included into the report, and your report is ready. So that's how simple is this reporting is from Inspect. It doesn't require any technical efforts to customize this report. There are standard, there are like many customization available on the UI part itself. So you can drag and drop, turn on the checkboxes, turn off the checkboxes, and then you can see how the report view is changing. Once the report is generated, you can view and share this report directly from the field. So the biggest part what we have seen until now is that, like, if you are doing or collecting the data for one day, it takes around 3 to 4 days to prepare your report. But with Inspect, as soon as you are done with your data collection from entire day, before even going to your home or to your office to report that you are done with the inspection, your report is also ready, because it's just like one-click report generation based on the standard or customized report templates. The biggest advantage of this, that it increases the productivity. As I said, that like the ratio of inspection versus report generation, it's 1 to 3, right? And then it improves the collaboration. The data is always available. You can share the report directly from the site with anyone, or through email or through any other way. It saves a lot of time, your resources for the company, because now you don't have to spend like next 3 days to prepare the report. So you can save that time, resource, and then the money, obviously, as you are saving time and the resources, right? So that's the biggest advantage of using this Inspect, is the one-click report generation. So that is what we had until now, since we launched Inspect in last September. So, and that's how Inspect fits in entire inspection workflow. To make it even more powerful, these 4 stages of inspections, in Inspect 2.0, we have launched few more functionalities which will help you to collect structured data, and then even more and it will help you to increase your productivity in terms of like for taking the photo and then pinning that point. So let me walk you through for Inspect 2.0 functionality. The first one is the point cloud as a 3D view. As you can see here on my screen on the left, this is the point cloud directly generated from Inspect. So again, so reiterating on this, that like this does not require any sophisticated or professional scanner to do this. This is using your iPad's LiDAR technology. So this is available in latest iPad. So from iPad itself, you can start recording, and just like how you do the video recording, move around your iPad and what you want to scan, and then press done button. As soon as you are done with that, your point cloud and the mesh, there are two different formats how you can visualize the data of this scanned data in Inspect. One is the point cloud and one is the mesh. You can see it here. It's a mesh and the cloud. So this is what you can generate directly from Inspect. If you don't have 2D drawings or you don't want to do it on the map, you can create your own 3D. It doesn't, and then you can also export that to the OBJ. It will save a lot of time to create a 3D models. We know that like creating a 3D model, it's a very time consuming. Either you are doing it through Revit, it's a fully fledged 3D model, or you are using any other professional scanners with the help of other third-party companies who will come in and do the scans, and then they will take 3 to 4 days to prepare this model and then give it back, right? So it saves a lot of time in creating your 3D replica. It is easy to use. It doesn't require any expert knowledge. As long as you know how to shoot the video, you can create 3D model. It is as simple as that. It will save a lot of money in converting the 3D model of your asset. For typically 700 or 800 square meter area, you have to spend around 5,000 Swiss franc. Whereas here, you don't have to spend any extra money. It is directly a feature available in your latest iPad. And we have given ability to prepare this 3D model through Inspect. And then you can also put spots on it, so that it's not just for viewing. You can add your inspection data on top of it. So you will get to know where exactly the spot is created in this 3D environment, which is more easy to visualize where the spot, where the defect is. The next part of our Inspect 2.0 is like assisted capture. It's automated photo mapping. In most of the visual inspections, the 80 to 90% of work is like collecting a lot of photographs from the inspection site. And there are many problems with like these photographs collecting through different cameras. There will not be a location information. So with photo capture, it's a real-time automatic location tagging onto every floor plan. So we provided a way for a user to automatically tag their location information where they are taking the photo. And this location information will be on the 2D map. I will show you through the demo how this works in live. Okay. To do this, you don't require any sophisticated knowledge. It requires only the iPad with ARKit enabled. So we use that technology from Apple to locate you. So this is kind of an indoor positioning. If you consider you're inspecting the indoor part of a building and you have a floor plan quite big and you don't know where you are exactly, right? So it will help you to position you indoor where you are. And then you can also take standard versus 360 photo while doing this assisted capture. It will reduce your photo reporting time by 20%, 20 times, because now your photos are really very well structured. It's already stored in your Inspect. It has the location information, and then there will be certain more ability to these photos. So at the end of the day, if you are done with like 50 or 100 or even more photos during your inspection, all these photos, you can report it at the end of the day with a single click of a button in a structured way. All these photos will be organized and then can be documented very well. So it's all done automatically. You don't have to do anything. And it's efficient visual inspection, because now you are not like storing these photos on the other devices, or you're taking these photos. So you have to add this location information manually to the photos. So this is the most efficient way of your visual inspection through assisted capture. So this is one of the features in Inspect 2.0. Until now, we were supported with the normal photos in Inspect, the normal photo, which means that the photos taken by your iPad or iPhone or any other normal cameras. With Inspect 2.0, we are providing an ability to take 360 photos. Obviously, you need to have the the camera which takes 360 photos. So we support this Ricoh Theta Z1 and then we camera for this 360 photos. These 360 photos can be captured during your manual or assisted capture workflows. And then it has a full 360 viewer as well. Obviously, when you are taking the photo, you need to view it in all the directions so that you can see this data in more intuitive way. So it has the 360 overview, and then it gives the full context to your, and you can see it, just play around it. So you can see that this is our Singapore office. Once the photo is taken, this is the inbuilt viewer, 360 photo viewer in Inspect, where you can zoom in and zoom out and then see all the details about the photo by just rotating from your finger. These are the two cameras what we support right now, as I mentioned, and then we will share more information if you are more interested on getting to know how this works in Inspect. All in all together, when we are providing an ability to do more photos, and then that's a more important part of the most of the visual inspection. Most of the visual inspection. So that's the reason what we have introduced now. It's a smart photo gallery. So it's a photo repository of all the photos what you have taken during these inspections. All the photos can be sorted and based on the location, and you can filter this based on various parameters attached to the photo, like in terms of time, when I have taken, who has taken these photos, when the photo was taken, on which floor the photo was taken. So there are many filter options, and it's accessible on both. As you can see, this gallery view is on the web, your gallery, and the app also, it has the two view. One is the spot view where it will list down the spot, and on the another one is the gallery view where you can see all the photo at once. You can download all the photos, you can export all the photos, or you can convert these photos into the spots as well. It's a most intuitive photo management. As you can see that, like, it is sorted based on the dates, and then they are different. So it's complete your visual record of your assets, whatever entire photos or videos or whatever you have taken, the data in the form of visuals. So it's a repository for that, and it will help you to do the progress tracking and the time comparability, like the photos were taken last month versus this month. You can compare side by side and then see what has changed during the 1 month on that same location. And the last but not least of this 2.0 feature is that now we have also provided a way to do the photo reporting. So it's a PDF based, again, just like how you do the reporting from Inspect for your inspected data in form of spot. But this is only the photo reporting tool, where you can see it will have the photo and the location information. So each photo will have the location information on which location this photo has taken. And again, it will be available through one click. You can see that, like, you can just select these photos and then click generate to prepare your report. This is quick from the site itself. It provides the visual. You can use these reports for your visual progress from day to day or weekly progress. So it depends on how you want to report this data to your clients. And again, you can similarly, it's a PDF report, so you can export and share your observation directly from the field or from the web if you are accessing from the office. So it's available on web and app both. Let me take you to the two important demo. One is on the 3D scan as a point cloud, and one is at the assisted capture. So to first one is the assisted capture. So as you can see that, like, now I'm on this floor plan. So I need to tell the system where I am right now. So that, like, this is the only to tell the system initially that, like, on this floor plan, here I am. Now, as you can see in the background, the camera is running and I'm just walking around. Now I'm telling that, okay, from that point to this point, I have walked. So that system knows that, like, on this floor plan where exactly I have walked. Once I have done that initial setup, I'm done. So now the system, the iPad, will follow me where I am on the floor plan. Now I have taken the photos. You can see the photos is located on this floor plan automatically. So this will now automatically will add the location information whenever I'm taking the photos. There's another photo I have taken at that location. On the bottom, you can see all the photos which I am taking. And now I started loading my 360 camera, which is attached to the inspect. And now I'm started taking this 360 photo. Once I'm done with that, I'll save this photo, and then I can tap on it and view the photo immediately, so that I make sure that the photos I have taken, it's not blurry. I can view the 360 photos just to make sure that it has covered the information which I want to cover in this photo. I go back and I continue my walk. So you can see that like the system will continuously following me once I am done with my initial calibrations. And then wherever I am finding some defects, I am keep logging those, or I'm keep taking the photos of those data. I can always tap on this data and then view the data again. So as you can see that like and then it's quite accurately locating yourself inside the building. This is not done through any beacon. If you are now known about other systems, how they do the indoor positioning, so it doesn't require any external system. It is purely using your iPad, nothing else. No additional device is required, or no additional instrument connection is required to get this indoor positioning. And as I can check as many as photo. As you can see, I'm continuously taking more and more photos, 360 or normal photos. I can always tap on this 2D floor plan and then view the floor plan in a big screen, so that I make sure that like system is still correctly following me. And then I can locate, I can see around and then see, okay, yeah, this is where I am right now. So make sure that like the system is still correctly following, because the location tagging, photo location tagging is automatic purely. The photos I'm taking. So this is how all the photos are taken, and then you can view it on the gallery. And then it will tell you the location where exactly these photos were taken. So this is completely done automatically. Once you tell the system where you are, then system will follow, and then you can just relax. All the photos will be have the structured way of collecting. So that's assisted capture. Similar thing, you can do it manually as well. Take a photo, so in the manual way is like you have to tell the system where you are. But with the assisted capture, you just need to click, and then the photos will have the location information on the floor plan. After, you can convert this photo into the spot and have additional data. The second demo I want to give you on the 3D scanning, how simple it is to convert your asset into 3D replica. You can see it in live. Now go inside. There are two ways. Either I can scan or upload my ABC. I'll go for the scan. I just want to show you the scan. So you can see this screen. It is more familiar to you, because just like a video recording screen, the same button. So now I'm just like how I'm recording a video. I'll just going around and scanning. You can see this green color background overlay on the video. So that is showing you that like that part is getting converted into a scan. Once I'm mark it as done, I can see this scan live in inspect. So there is no delay. It will just process it on your iPad itself, and it will provide you this output as a point cloud or a mesh. And on top of it, you can create these spots on this point cloud. So that's all about inspect. So I'll just walk you through certain key takeaways, and then I will hand over to Peter for the Q&A. So the main key takeaways from the inspect is like it collects, it helps you to collect the structured data. It reduces your time to prepare the report. As I mentioned, it's a one-click report generation directly from the inspect or from the field. Once you are done with the inspect, it will help you to it's accessible to everyone across the team, because we have the strong concept of team and the collaboration through web. You can give the access rights to different team. So, and then because it's cloud connected, it is accessible to everyone from anywhere. With new functionality from Inspect 2.0, now it's like it's your photo documentation is 20 times faster than earlier. Inspect has a seamless integration with our entity or sensor data, which we provide from our own apps. As I mentioned, yes, it has a full access control from web. So you can decide who can access it, what access rights they will have, whether it's just for viewing or they can manage entire assets. So it's a different access rights what we provide. And then you can manage that through Inspect Web. With Inspect 2.0, you can on-site, you can create your 3D model with using just an iPad. Till the end, to analyze all this collected data, we have provided us the more intuitive and then the dynamic dashboards for data visualization.